This hexapod walking machine. It's a six-legged walking machine that was developed for, well, to test two things really. It was to test whether the software that I developed on smaller machines would scale up to larger machines for a possible industrial application and as a creative engineering project. So trying to cover two things in one. The software on board here was developed originally on my much smaller ones, and that was always called the Hex engine.
Presented by Sonu Model Makers, Noida, India. The video is sponsored by Sonu Model Makers, Noida, India. Mobile number 9818479606. Thank you friends. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.
Hexapod engine. And then for this larger machine, the Hex engine had to evolve quite a lot because it turns out that there are all sorts of issues with the weight of the machine where the software no longer worked. It worked very well on insect-sized machines, but when the scale got up and the mass went up, it all broke apart. So the Hex engine, as I called it, got completely redeveloped, and there was all sorts of safety features that went into it. And it also went from a microcontroller, it was actually a DS-PIC controller, and I ended up putting it onto a Linux embedded system, which is actually a 486 running at 100 megahertz with a real cut-down Linux system that boots in 7 seconds. And that's called the Hex engine, and that's the core of the control system. The Hex engine basically does all of the inverse kinematic mass and all of the control algorithms, the gate generation and all that stuff. And it talks to 6 control stations on each leg, which are basically DS-PIC processors running PID loops. And they close the loop on each leg for each axis on each leg. And they're all sat on a CAN bus. So the Hex engine's basically sending out what angles the legs need to be up. And they're just doing the closed loop stuff. And they're also monitoring some of the data, such as the sensors on the leg, and sending it back to the Hex engine. Then there's also an Ethernet network on here, which is talking to a Windows CE user interface. And that's about a 25-second boot system. It's out of a tractor, actually, like screens you get in tractors, which has been reprogrammed for this purpose. And that has all of the information to the driver. So it's like a bird's eye view of the machine. I can see what all the legs are doing. I can change configuration. I have your engine control panel, if you like, so revs and flow rates and oil pressure, that kind of thing. So that's all on an Ethernet connection. And in fact, the reason why it's on an Ethernet connection, and that also talks to the joysticks in the cab. They're actually on another CAN bus, but they talk to the Windows CE machine. The Windows CE machine's on Ethernet because it was also on Wi-Fi. You can take all those controls out of the cab and run it via Wi-Fi remotely. So basically the core is running more real time and the user interface is a part of an offline system. It doesn't need to be there. If it crashes, the machine isn't going to fall apart.
Does it worry you that it can be remote controlled?
No, not really. I mean, you know, it's not the best of security. I could probably up it a bit. It's only quite low level Wi-Fi security, but then someone would have to figure out my protocol that I wrote that goes on top of that to control the machine. So, you know, it's only ever on for 15 minutes at a time. If anyone can figure that out, do you know what? I'd shake their hand. So inside the cab here, we've got a joystick